Joined here this afternoon by a brand new signing for the up and coming season, Tyler Cox. Good afternoon and welcome to Fetcham Grove.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. So for the fans that will be watching this video with interest this afternoon or whenever we put it out, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you've played in terms of what previous clubs you've played for.
Last season was actually my first step for football. Obviously at SCR, Sancombe Rovers. A bit of an up and down time, season kind of started a bit slow for me, a bit not as good as I wanted it to be. Halfway through the season, we had a lot of changes, a lot of problems within the club, and things just weren't going well. For me, I wanted to look for a move away, but as I said, it was my first time at Step 4 football, so I didn't want to just rush into any decisions. Decided to stay and ended up helping the club stay up. Before that, I was at Step 5 playing for Lingfield, had a season or two there, and other than that, nothing much, to be honest.
And did you notice a difference between the quality of football from Step 5 to Step 4?
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of different talents, especially between the leagues. A bit more intense, obviously more fans. Don't get it wrong, Step 5 football is still an amazing step to play at. Some clubs get an abundance amount of fans, and then there's other clubs that are not really up to standards. But I did definitely see a difference in the two leagues.
And you say you were at Sancombe Rovers last season.
Yeah.
So were you in the game that we played towards the end of the season?
I played against you like 3 times.
Right, okay.
The game at the end of the season, the 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
It was a good game. It wasn't bad, but you lot came at us straight away. I could see the levels and intensity that you lot were trying to set. Obviously, Leatherhead was chasing a top 4, top 5 finish, so you of course was going to come at us and start the game strong. But me playing for Sancombe Rovers, we kind of handled it. We dealt with it, handled the pressure, and the game was good. It was good.
It was a good game. You're right. And I remember I was at that game, and I remember you were right. We came out the blocks.
Yeah.
It was all us for a sustained period of time, and then it actually swung the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
And in the second half, you started to take over.
Yeah. I feel like we kind of knew what you lot wanted to do by the second half. It was like, okay, you lot are going to be intense for the first half, and we just kind of prayed that it would die down a bit. Obviously, you had your fans there. We didn't have much at the time, but we kind of knew that the intensity levels would slow down. It was a hot day, and we just kind of bided our time and just waited. But like I said, it was a very good game.
Yeah, it was.
And it was a good point for us.
And probably, in all honesty, probably a fair result in the end.
100%.
So you played for Sancombe Rovers, and you were the captain, I believe.
Yes, by surprise, to be honest. Like I said, halfway through the season, we had a few changes, about 18 players left. So it was kind of time for me to step up and just be like, you know what, I'll be a leader. Especially at a young age, it was kind of my moment to be like, okay, now I'm a bit older now. I can show people what I'm really about. Put the captain's armband on and said, I'll take this team out of relegation. I'll help us survive. And if I do it at the end of the season, I kind of deserve my flowers. And by the end of the season, I proved everyone wrong because everyone doubted it. Everyone was like, you can't be a captain. Team's not good enough. And everyone was proved wrong. And that's what I'm here to do. Prove people wrong and keep doing what I'm doing best.
Well, there's a lot of clubs that have a lot of critiques over the years, like, as we were discussing off camera, like my team, Nottingham Forest, that went to Arsenal, I believe, who you support, don't you?
Of course, yeah.
And we turned you over 1-0, which kept us in the Premiership. So thank you very much for those 3 points.
Yeah.
So as a player, getting back to the serious stuff, as a player, Tyler, what can fans expect from you?
A lot of energy, hard work, determination, a vocal person on the pitch, obviously, alongside another person that's going to be my captain this season. I'll just be as vocal as him, communicating with everyone. And like I said, I'm still young. I've still got a lot to learn, but one thing I'll bring to the fans and the club is definitely a lot of hard work, a lot of energy, and a lot of goals as well.
Brilliant. And why choose Leatherhead? Why decide to come to Leatherhead?
The project, I think that was the main thing for me. The project interested me straight away. Of course, Hayden as well spoke to me. He was one of the first people to speak to me at the end of the season. And to me, that just showed me that he was really interested in me. He wanted me. There's other clubs that obviously go about their business differently, but Hayden was straight on the phone to me like, listen, I think you should come here, explain the project to me, and that's all I needed to hear, to be honest.
Okay. Thank you for that. And what about next season? Would you have any sort of targets? You're a midfielder.
I play on the wing, yeah, left
Oh, you're
wing.
right, left wing. Okay.
Yeah.
So what about targets? What would you set yourself? Any
My own
targets?
targets would be double-digit goals and assists. I think no minimum than that, to be honest. Like I said, I'm here to impress, and the one way to do it is score a goal every single week.
We certainly will if you do that every week, most definitely.
100%.
Okay, and final question for the fans, really. What have you ever got any messages for the fans?
Get ready for the best winger in the league to come to your club. That's all I can say.
Brilliant. Oh, I love your confidence, and look, I really look forward to seeing you play down here at Fletching
Can't
Grove.
wait. Can't
And
wait.
look forward to the new season starting. Thank you very much for your time this
No
afternoon.
problem.
Good man. Thanks.